APC supporters protest in Abuja to demand congratulatory messages for President-elect Tinubu. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. Supporters of ruling party of Nigeria's ruling party, the All Progressive Congress, have called for a demonstration in Abuja on Monday. We have to defend the mandate freely given to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu because it is the right thing to do, the supporters said. Built to defend the mandate of the party's leader and President-elect Bola Tinubu, the protesters said the failure or refusal to congratulate a Nigerian leader could continue to throw doubts over his mandate. Sulaiman Raji, one of the organizers who said he came in from Ilorin to attend the protest, said it was to condemn those who have been silent because their action or inaction could put Mr. Tinubu's mandate in jeopardy. They're refusing to congratulate him, and that is why we keep seeing people coming with all manner of attacks on the President-elect. Mr. Raji said on Monday morning, it is very wrong because he was elected by Nigerians in a free and fair campaign. John Onaiko, a frontline Christian leader in Nigeria, President Joe Biden of the United States, and several other religious and political leaders in Nigeria and beyond appear to have withheld congratulatory messages to Mr. Tinubu. Mr. Tinubu was declared winner of Nigeria's February 25th, 2023 presidential election in a race that pitted him against three formidable challengers. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party came second, while P2B of the Labour Party came third. Both politicians are now challenging Mr. Tinubu's emergence as president-elect, alleging Mr. Tinubu's ineligibility and irregularities in the conduct of the exercise. While Mr. Naiko has publicly disclosed his reasons for withholding any messages to Mr. Tinubu, Mr. Biden's office has yet to state any grounds for his decision. Although the United States Department congratulated Mr. Tinubu, the president-elect's supporters said a message from the White House would remove any doubt about the U.S. leader's acceptance of the new Nigeria's leader. In 2015, President Barack Obama congratulated Muhammadu Buhari on his election in that year's election. We have to defend the mandate freely given to Asiwaju Tinubu because it is the right thing to do, another protester, Sharifat Yusuf, said. We cannot sit down and allow them to rub us off a mandate that was freely given to Asiwaju. The protesters said that they would make the demands regularly until Mr. Tinubu is sworn in May 29th. The silence is very loud at this sensitive period because people are out there thinking that something bad may happen to this new government. Ms. Yusuf said, while on our way to the Unity Fountain venue of the rally, we have to show support to Asiwaju until he is successfully sworn in as president to take our country to the next level. Now, let me understand this. They are coming out and demanding congratulatory messages. Like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've heard. You mean in all the things going on in the world, you have the time. You have the time. You left your job. You left things you're supposed to do. And you came out and you're saying you were demanding a congratulation from who? For who? Now, please, have you ever heard that anybody or any country, be it, please don't go to the West. The West, you know, they are more democratic, okay? Let's focus on Nigerian. Have you ever heard that anybody after, you know, they did an election, nationwide election, presidential election, okay? And then people come out and they're demanding for congratulatory on behalf of, I don't know why this is coming out funny, on behalf of the president. That's silent. You don't want to say anything. Oh, you don't know. Oh, you haven't heard. Oh, okay. So now tell me. See, I said something previously in my audience when I was speaking to us, yeah? And this is, are you sure we are not going to be given the most clownish country in the world? Because to me, as in, I'm like, after I was like, oh, like, what is this? You mean in all the whole country, I have not heard in Africa that somebody won an election and you have to start demanding. Oh my goodness. You're demanding for a congratulatory message. If the election was free and fair, do you know you will not be doing that? First of all, it started from people did not even jubilate. Just look at the governorship election. A lot of people were jubilating like as if they gave them gold. Like they shared land for them like one or two plot or maybe 1 acre of land per person. Look at the governorship election because, you know, people who got, they voted for this person, and this person became or emerged as the winner of that in that election. They were happy. Did that happen, after the presidential election? Or you don't know? Okay, it did not happen. And why do you think is that? I mean, it's crystal clear. You win an election, people who voted for you are happy. It means that the person they voted for is the person it was given to, right? So what do you see? What do you make of this situation now? If the election was free and fair, automatically the congratulatory messages should be pouring in. In fact, now the president-elect, now they say, you don't do, it is enough. But you had to leave your job that pays you. You take excuse or whatever you did. Then you come out to start demanding for congratulations. Demanding for congratulations. Wow. On behalf of the president-elect. President-elect. Wow. This one is a new one for me. Nigeria will have to receive the most clownish, as being the most clownish in the continent, country in Africa, or maybe in the world, because I am yet to understand this one. People are doing protests. People who are like Russia and Ukraine, if they are coming out to do protests now, that is, if they are coming out because it's a life and death situation. Now, you are actually alive, you're not in war, and then you're coming out just so that you can get congratulatory messages out of who? For who? Okay. I think by now, APC, Tinubu and his like should have learned some lessons from what had been going on since they tried everything to rig themselves into office. They spent so much buying delegates. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to scratch that. They spent so much buying aspirants. Other people were buying delegates. Tinubu came in and he started buying aspirants. So, point of correction. Now let me continue. So much too busy to buy fake bishop for endorsement. So much campaigning, bribing everything and everybody bribable. Yet everything is still falling apart. They are still spending, trying to gather support of diplomats, trying to sway the judiciary, and now they're spending on buying more people to protest on their behalf. Like, wow. I wonder when they will learn that Nigerians have woken up to take back what belongs to them, and that the power of a few cannot stop that. Peter B told people not to protest, but the people who said they won are now on the street protesting. What an irony. This particular person's opinion, they give me one kind, they give me jiggy, it give me jiggles. No, jokes apart. Jokes apart. People will be saying that they win, they come outside, they do protests. You see that award. I'm telling you, Nigeria, if care is not taken to give her the most clownish country in the world, and it's not going to be funny. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. So thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.